Hello, my name is Noor, and today I would like to talk about how giving up single-use plastics can be one of the most beneficial acts of change we can do as humans to protect the planet. The easiest aspect of giving up plastics is that it is not hard to do, nor does it take much effort at all. You can switch out your plastic water bottles for glass bottles, metal bottles, and you can also just stop using plastic straws and drink out of your cup regularly. The benefits of switching from plastic to these types of alternatives is that we will be preventing pollution by lessening the amount of new raw materials used, we'll be saving energy, and most importantly, we'll be reducing greenhouse gas emissions, which contribute towards climate change. If even half of us humans were to give up plastics in these small ways, then not only will you benefit yourself, but everyone around you, including wildlife and marine life as well. It is important to understand that humans are the ones who invented plastic, which will always be unnatural for the environment because of its chemical properties. Since the use of plastic is so common among so many people, it will always end up in the environment, which consistently causes more plastic pollution. Every human unknowingly contributes to plastic pollution, which is why it is so important we understand the severity of this issue. Aside from plastic pollution, plastic objects cause many other issues as well. The BPA property of plastic, which is in all objects such as toys, plastic bottles, and so much more, is a cause for many health-related issues such as endocrine disruptors, cardiovascular issues, and even cancer, and there are documented effects on the impairment of nervous system from plastic. Until chemists are able to change the properties of plastic to make them more sustainable for the environment and human health, it will continue to be an issue for this planet. Now, while many of us are trying to do our part by throwing away our trash and recycling all the correct objects into recycling bins, there unfortunately is a misconception about these recycling bins. There's essentially a false narrative that has been created by the recycling symbol and all those bins we see in corners of everywhere we go. The truth is, we don't actually know how or if the recycling bins are getting properly disposed and if they're getting disposed in the correct areas. This false narrative has been created by society by placing these recycling bins everywhere with their recycling symbols, leading us to all believe that our plastic bottles and plastic objects are ending up in the correct place. Contrary to what we believe, this actually is one of the biggest contributors for plastic pollution. When countries like the United States end up producing too much plastic waste, we send it off to other countries, which then causes the domino effect of plastic pollution. Something we're not all aware of is that since there's so much plastic that has been disposed of and not enough space to dispose of it, each year almost 100 million marine animals die from plastic waste alone, from getting entangled in the plastic that's thrown into the ocean. The Great Pacific is one of the largest trash sites for plastic on the planet. Imagine if your home was considered a trash site. Since animals can't do anything about this issue and marine life is important to sustainability of the planet, we must consider horrible effects it causes the ocean as well. Dying marine life affects the marine ecosystem and thus our larger ecosystem as a whole. It may seem as though there is no hope to stop the overwhelming production of plastic. But there is indeed hope because there are so many organizations and individuals out there who have created ways to counter the negative effects of plastic. Organizations like the Plastic Pollution Coalition have been fighting to help our planet. The Plastic Pollution Coalition mission is based in 75 countries that are working towards a world free of plastic pollution and its toxic impacts on humans, animals, waterways, oceans, and the environment as a whole. Envisioning a world free of plastic pollution and reducing the use of single-use plastic is possible. So let's all come together and do our parts, reduce, reuse, recycle, so we can live in a beautiful, healthy planet.